Hey guys, and welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast live from the Toyota Lounge. I am your host, Suzie Hunter. Thanks for Fridaying with us on this dreary Friday. We're going to talk some baseball. But first, we got to mention certified birthday boy, Kale Sorbo. Birthday was yesterday, party's today. Party's like right after the show is done.
We are literally going to my birthday party right after this.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Kale, first of all, thank you for being born. Did you have a good day yesterday?
I had a great day, Suze.
You got a Nugs win, too.
Got a great Nugs win. It always feels good to beat the Lakers, and I got to sleep in. So, nothing too bad.
Ooh. Kale, how many times have the Nuggets won on your birthday?
We're 2 for 2 for the last 2 years at least, so I'll take that.
We love it. We love it. Hey, we loved yesterday's crazy comeback win over the Padres. That was a lot of fun. We're going to talk about that. We're going to tell you what fun things to expect in the upcoming Mexico series. Kicks off tomorrow or Saturday, depending on when you're watching this thing. But yeah, I'm so excited for the Mexico series. The guys are already doing some fun things down there. Kale, did you see that Elias Diaz and Nolan Jones were in a taco truck making some tacos?
Good for them.
It's hilarious. I want to know Elias Diaz's taco recipe, and I'd like to know it now.
I would also like to know that. I also, is Nolan Jones more of a carnitas guy or a carne asada guy? Who knows?
We don't know. I will say, okay, so this is like a thing that they're doing for the Mexico series. 3 players from each team have this custom taco that will be at various locations throughout the weekend, and they're not going to be the ones making them. It'll be this one of the best taquerias in Mexico City will be making them, but 3 guys from each team are doing this. Elias Diaz has a taco, KB has a taco. We don't know what's in them. We just know what they're called. Kyle Freeland, I'm assuming his is carnitas because it's just carnitas plus Freeland. Very creative. Don't overthink it, Don't overthink it. Hey, we got some peeps up in the Toyota chat. Will Carpenter, the Mexico City Stadium is at 7,400 feet. That is right about 1.5 miles high. Of course, we, talk to buddy players, coaches, all that about if you prepare differently for a game that is at even higher of an altitude than at Coors Field. And the long story short, it doesn't sound like they do much different to prepare for that extra 0.5 mile of elevation. It's interesting. I'm fascinated. I can't wait to see how this game goes because, again, we watch baseball here at 1 mile high. Mexico City about 1.5 miles high, roughly. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, Will, thanks for chatting it up in the Toyota chat. Let me know if you have any more fun facts that you want to share with us. All right. The Rockies, by the way, avoided the series loss on Thursday with a crazy comeback win over the Padres. The Rockies has still yet to get a series win, but this is the first time the Rockies didn't lose the series. They split it. Lost game 1, 3-1. Won game 2, 7-4. Lost game 3, 5-2. Won game 4, 10-9. That means we got tacos twice this week. Pretty fun. Some other things to note. Brenton Doyle right now, who we talk about so much, he has improved so much upon last year, his rookie season. Brenton Doyle right now is number 13 in all of Major League Baseball for batting average, and he's number 2 among center fielders behind Michael Harris Jr., who is also hitting .330 for the Braves, but he's had more ABs. But anyway, Brenton Doyle, number 2 in batting average among center fielders in baseball. I think that's pretty exciting. Ryan McMahon is number 4 in batting average among third basemen. He's batting .306 right now, just ahead of this other third baseman. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name is Nolan Arenado. He actually was a Rocky for a little bit. Not a lot of people know that.
Super unknown fact. So thank you for digging up that little known Rockies history for us, Suze.
Little known Rockies history. That is what I'm here for. Yeah. I think this is super interesting. The Rockies are about to face two of the bottom four teams in all of baseball. Two of the four teams with the worst record in all of MLB. Houston, going into this Mexico series, I think this is wild. I certainly wasn't expecting this. The Rockies are 7-19 right now. So are the Houston Astros, who won a whole ass World Series less than 2 years ago. What's going on there, Houston? I feel good about the Rockies' chances in this 2-game set. But yeah, Houston, one of the teams we're facing on this upcoming road trip. Marlins are next. The Marlins are 6-20. The only team worse than these two are the White Sox. Bottom of the barrel. They've only won 3 games this whole season. That seems miserable. I cannot imagine. I mean, we think only winning 7 games feels miserable. Imagine being at this point of the season, 26 or 27 games in, depending on what your schedule's looking like, and you've only gotten to celebrate a win 3 times. That sounds brutal. White Sox fans, are you okay?
No, they're not. We know so. They're not doing well.
They're not doing well. Hey, K-Max in the chat. Stroh's blow. Am I right? I like to call them the Astros with 2 S's. We're having fun, guys. We are having fun. Some other fun facts. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys noticed that Manny Machado, the everyday third baseman for the Padres, was absent for the entire Padres-Rockies series. He was on the paternity list. He and his wife recently celebrated the birth of their first son. This is per Annie Helbrun, who covers the Padres. Manny Machado and his wife, Yanni, they had a healthy baby boy. Name is being kept private for right now. He said he watched almost every second of the Rockies series, except when other priorities got in the way, like birth. Like the birth of his son. Yanni was right there telling him to turn on the iPad and watch the game. We love a supportive wife, even while she is literally creating life. What a family. Very interesting. But yeah, Manny Machado missed the whole Rockies series in person. I guess he was there in spirit. Okay, here's the thing I want to talk about, guys. I want your input on this too. Nolan Jones, out of the lineup on Thursday. He's been experiencing some back tightness. Apparently, his back tightness has been building up to this. I'm a little concerned only because, not only because, but especially because Nolan Jones is a guy who has taken a lot of cues from Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant has been on and off the IL a little too much with his own back issues. I'm concerned right now that Nolan Jones has picked something up mechanically from Chris Bryant that is causing both of them to have back stiffness. I'm concerned. It's too much of a coincidence for me to not talk about. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the Toyota chat. Something I'm thinking about, though. Something that's weighing very heavily on me. Like, is there something that Nolan Jones is doing, that KB is doing, that he replicated? We've got questions. Michael Toglia, by the way, he was optioned to AAA earlier this series, but he's still been around the clubhouse because he's going to be the 27th man for the Mexico series. Both teams have a 27th man, kind of like a doubleheader, but, I would assume that it's because if a guy gets injured while they're in Mexico, it's a little harder to get a minor leaguer on an international flight than it would be on a domestic flight. Frontier doesn't even fly to Mexico City, which I only know because we looked it up when Kale and I had that crazy 7-hour delay on Frontier.
Have you spent your $150 credit yet?
No, because I was like, I'll go to Mexico City for this series. No, Suze, you won't.
No, I haven't figured out how to spend mine either, so.
Apparently, we don't have a lot of time.
We had 90 days, so we kind of got to go somewhere in the next couple weeks.
We gotta book something really soon. Apparently, I don't know too much about this, but apparently if you're delayed for more than 3 hours now, like you have to get like a refund or something in cash, like not in points.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like a whole thing. And I'm like, where was this just a few weeks ago when we were sitting in the same bar seats at Phoenix Sky Harbor for 7 hours?
It was so funny because like after a couple hours, like you and I just like kind of went nonverbal. Like we had spent too much time together for like too long, and we just like sat there in these exact bar stools, just drinking beer and being silent and scrolling on our phones for like hours.
I thought I was like losing my mind a little bit. I just like had nothing else productive or positive to say. So, all right. Hey, let's, Will Carpenter in the Toyota chat. Spokane has the top 5 team ERA in all of the minors. Do you mean top 5 like high or top 5 low? I haven't looked it up. I haven't looked at how Spokane is pitching right now. I'm so sorry. Marissa's chanting over here for Spokane, though.
Spokane Indians.
She's a Spokane girly. Huge fan. Spokompton?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Spoke Vegas. Yes.
Spoke Vegas? I like Spoke Vegas.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, real fast, we should mention our very good friends at Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. We're so excited to partner with them. They're so excited to partner with us. And of course, they are driving the chat right now. So obviously you should be talking to us in the Toyota chat. But outside of this, Toyota, they've got trucks for you. You love trucks. You need a truck. Stop hitting up your friend to borrow their truck whenever you need to buy something big. Just get a truck of your own. Maybe the 2024 Tacoma, maybe the return of the 2024 Land Cruiser coming later this spring. Plus, Toyota's got 17 models available with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, like the 4Runner. And listen, you need that for tackling the trail, for driving city roads, no matter what the weather is. And you can take command of the road and the trail without sacrificing smooth city rides. In SUVs like the RAV4, the Grand Highlander, they've got options for you. You can find them when you visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. Maybe AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe in Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East, and Stevenson Toyota West in Aurora and Lakewood, respectively. Toyota, the official vehicle of the Colorado Rockies and the official vehicle of DNVR. Always a fun time. Hey, it's never an ordinary time when you are making sports a little more fun with Bet365. Bet365 has a 6-week giveaway. Each week, if you participate, you're eligible to win even bigger and win bigger prizes. And if you've participated each week, you're eligible for the big prize. But join us to win DNVR merch this week. And if you keep playing along, you could hop on a podcast or even go to an open practice with us. That's really freaking cool. But yeah, how cool would it be to go to morning skate or go to training camp? Pretty dope. All you have to do, sign up. Join the Bet365 community by signing up and using promo code DNVR365. Deposit a minimum bet of just $10. Take a screenshot of that active Bet365 account and that minimum deposit. Send it to promo@thednvr.com. Head to thednvr.com/bet365 for more information. But yeah, download that app, use code DNVR365, deposit just $10, maybe more. But you got to be 21 or older and physically located in the state of Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Code Bet365. Code DNVR365. All right. She's back. All right. Anthony Molina. Is he back? Is he so back? He had a rough start. I don't know if we can count good appearances of him as being back. I think we can. I'm going to. Because, Kelly, you were there for opening day on the road when poor Anthony Molina started his career out with 162 .00 ERA. You remember it all too well, Kale. Is that right?
Yeah, it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And let's move on. And why are we talking about old stuff?
Because there's new stuff in that he's had some really good appearances. He came in for a few innings during this series, and he was scoreless.
I love that for him.
Anthony Molina, so back. But we had a chance to talk to him about the roller coaster of a start to his major league career has gone. But are we ready to... Can we hear from Anthony Molina himself? Yep. All right. Here is what he had to say after Wednesday's game when he put up some really good numbers. Buddy had said you're a lot more relaxed now. Is there anything you did mentally to kind of get you in a better headspace after the start of the season?
Está más relajado, que has hecho diferente mentalmente, preparando cuando no empezaste bien ahora comparado.
Sé que la primera salida fue malísima, pero como me dijo Elías, quedaban 161 juegos desde esa salida y mi mentalidad fue seguir positivo porque faltan muchos juegos, tendría muchas más oportunidades a futuro y gracias a Dios se está viendo eso.
Yeah, honestly, it's just talking to Diaz and making me understand after the first outing that it's a long season. I have 161 more games here, knowing that I have more chances to prove myself, and luckily it's been working out.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about Wednesday's game. Anthony Molina came in for 3 innings through 42 pitches, okay? Allowed just 1 hit in that time. A huge, huge improvement from that first appearance we saw of him at the very start of the season, but 1 hit, no runs. He walked 1 guy, no strikeouts this one. Didn't give up any homers. His ERA is down to 10.45. But again, that was his bullpen day performance. For a bullpen day, only 3 guys pitched in that game, by the way. Ty Blach gave us 5 innings. Victor Vodnik gave us 1. Anthony Molina gave us 3. So bullpen day, a lot less pitchers than we see in maybe a non-bullpen day from some other teams. We'll talk about Thursday's game later. The Padres low-key could have run out of pitchers from the bullpen. But bringing it back to that bullpen day on Wednesday, Ty Blach, we talked to him after the game too. Obviously, that wasn't his best appearance. 5 innings, 5 hits, allowed 4 runs. He walked 2. He didn't strike out anyone in his first start up here. He was tagged with a loss, but I mean, listen, he's a veteran pitcher. He knows that wasn't his best stuff, but we did want to talk to him, really, about Anthony Molina. He's a veteran guy. Molina is such a young pitcher. We wanted to know what he thought about Molina's appearance in that game. Can we hear from Ty Blach? Yeah. All right, here's what Ty Blach had to say.
You look at Anthony's last 2 outings, he's gone 6 scoreless innings, and that's a lot. That shows a lot out of a young guy. A couple of tough outings to start his career, but for him to be able to bounce back and build on that and build on these last 2 outings, I think it's going to show what kind of pitcher he can be. We know he's really talented, and he's going to be a really good major league pitcher for a long time. So glad to see him doing that, and I know he's going to continue to do that as the year goes on.
All right, that's what Ty Blach had to say. Yeah, that was his first start of the season. He doesn't start a lot of games up here. Some other notes from that game. This was a loss. This is a Rockies loss. 5-2. We're talking about Wednesday's game. Game 25 of 162. Ryan McMahon, though, he had a home run. He went 1 for 3. He had a home run, though. That was his 3rd homer of the season. It went 444 feet. And I think at that time, that was the longest Rockies home run of the season. We're going to check the numbers. I think Hunter Goodman might have beat him. What else did we see? Brenton Doyle continues to wow us. He's leading the Rockies in extra base hits right now. He is, first of all, if he can connect, he is so fast, he's unstoppable on the base path. If you blink, all of a sudden he's on another base. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. Elias Diaz, too, had a home run in that game. That was his 2nd home run of the season. But Diaz has been hitting well, too. He also caught stealing. He caught 2 base stealers. 7th time in his career he's done that to 2 guys in a game. Happened last year. But yeah, Elias Diaz also continuing to wow us. On the field, in the taco truck that he was in Mexico City earlier today. Some pretty fun stuff. Let's talk about Tuesday's game also. That was the win. Guys, we did a pregame show right before that, and then after that, Rockies went on to win 7-4 over the Padres. Ryan Feltner got the start there. He gave up 4 runs. Bullpen, though, gave up nothing. It was a big 4th inning, too, where the Rockies batted around, which is pretty fun. And then Brendan Rodgers, of course. The thing that really turned around the game was just, a little Brendan Rodgers grand slam. So, yeah. Leadoff single. Elehuris Montero, Nolan Jones reached on an error. Then Brenton Doyle singled. And then Brendan Rodgers. So the first 4 batters all on base. That is exactly how I like to start a rally. I don't know about you. But what else did I see here? Yeah, that also broke a very unfortunate streak. So it was very fortunate that it was broken. That Brendan Rodgers grand slam. The Rockies had 6 consecutive games without a home run. So getting it going. The boys getting it going. Let's check in on the Toyota chat. Will Carpenter, thank you for clarifying. A 2.67 team ERA up in Spokane. That is some promising stuff, too. The minors our minor leaguers are doing pretty well right now. Carson Palmquist, I am excited to see him in Colorado. Maybe we see him sooner rather than later, but he logged another quality start the other day. Will Carpenter is so on it with game notes. Yeah, he does have 1 career grand slam. That was his first one the other day. We know it. And no career stolen bases. We've been talking about this. It's kind of crazy that Brendan Rodgers has just not stolen a base. But he hasn't tried to either. I don't really think of Rodgers as necessarily a fast guy, but I don't think of him as a slow guy. So what are some other interesting moments we saw here in Tuesday's game? Mentioned we got 4 innings out of Ryan Feltner. He gave up 4 runs, 10 hits. It was very un-Feltner-like. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. We like strikeouts. He's got a 5.68 ERA after that start. And yeah, that was the game that Jones came out of. Jake Cave came in the 7th inning for him. What else did we see? Sean Bouchard had a hit streak going on, 11 games. Kept that going on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday was a fun game. They batted around. They batted around. Padres pitching even walked in a run. They had like 2 pitching changes that inning. That was crazy. A fun old time. Guys, let me know how you're feeling about stuff in the Toyota chat. Always a lot to chat about with this team. I will tell you that. I really will. All right. Anything else we got to talk about before we... Oh, we were talking about Anthony Molina. I'll bring it back to him real fast. I swear we're a little more organized with that. After Wednesday's game, that was his 2nd consecutive scoreless outing. So again, we're seeing the pieces come together for this very young pitcher who debuted opening day, a Rule 5 draft pick that had to be on the 26th man, or, you kind of got to send him back with money. Rule 5. What a weird concept. But he's allowed 1 earned run through his last 7 innings pitched. So through those last 7 innings, he's got a 1.29 ERA. It's just that opening day situation really jacked up the numbers for him. Really did. Really did. Hey, if you don't want jacked up ticket prices, maybe you hit up the Game Time app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but this is a great chance to. You're going to download with code DNVR, by the way, to get $20 off your first purchase. You're going to take the guesswork out of buying tickets. They've got last-minute deals. You can save up to 60% off when buying last-minute tickets, not just for baseball, all the sports, all the concerts, all the comedy shows, theater, etc. We have all of that going on in Denver. Why not save a little money when you're going out? They've got flash deals. They've got zone deals. They've got seat views. You can look in the app and see what your section is going to look like, so you don't have to worry if you're going to like the seats or not. And a lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today, create an account, use code DNVR, like the name of the show, for $20 off your first purchase. Some terms do apply, but again, the first step is to make an account. Redeem code DNVR. Get that $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Kale, I guarantee at your birthday party tonight, we are chugging some Coors Lights.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Because listen, if it's Kale's birthday, we're having a chill time. And Coors Light is the beer that is made to chill. It is cold lagered. It is cold pressed. It is as cold as our beautiful Colorado Rockies, the mountain range. Not the team, because the team's very hot right now. All right. But yeah, Coors Light, the beer made to chill. So when you want to embrace that chill mindset, that's a great time to choose chill. Crack open a can of Coors Light for that crisp mountain refreshment. Make the most out of the times you choose to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. All right. We talked about Tuesday. We talked about Wednesday. We got to talk about Thursday. Kale, did you catch any of this game yesterday? Because it was crazy.
No, I didn't, because it was crazy madness with Nuggets last night. So fill me in.
Yes, it was. I will say, by the way, Kale, people do ask where you are. And I have to be like, Kale belongs to the Nuggets right now.
Yes.
He will be back after the parade.
After the parade, yes.
Yes.
It is funny because I was like nonstop Rockies for a couple weeks and then like had to just immediately dive back to being on the Nuggets beat. But
Yes.
it is funny.
I know they missed you. Yeah. Thursday's game, a 10-9 comeback over the Padres. And honestly, up until the 8th inning, it looked like just another game the Rockies were going to lose. And that was so not the case. Yeah. Thursday's game 26 out of 162. Rockies pulled out the win. So, yeah, it was... Rockies actually got on the board first, which was pretty fun. They scored in the first inning on a single, stolen base, then another single, and then a sac fly from Elias Diaz. Got the guys on the board. So then the Padres answered that run. And then everyone scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning. So here's the thing, too. The Rockies have a not-so-nice streak going on right now where during every game so far this season, they have trailed the opposing team at some point. Like, they just haven't had a lead and kept it for a game. And that's actually pretty rare to go on for 26 games like this. It hasn't happened in a very long time. But the streak continued on Thursday. So, honestly, by the 7th inning, I mean, San Diego had already scored another 2 runs in the 7th inning. So, these guys were way behind. Even Nathan, yeah, it was 8-4. It was 8-4. We kind of all thought it was over. And it wasn't. The 8th inning comes. Rockies bat around again. Score 6 runs, a 6-run rally. And that really started Hunter Goodman's home run. You know, we got a double from Brendan Rodgers. Sean Bouchard came in as a pinch hitter, drew a walk. And then Hunter Goodman, freshly called up, by the way, hits his first home run of the season in the majors. He's been cooking down in the minors. That was his first major league home run of the season. Made it a 2-run game, and the Rockies just kept running with it because right after that, Jacob Stallings hit a single. Right after that, Tovar drew a walk, and then Bretton Doyle, RBI single, made it a 1-run game. A passed ball. Rockies scored on a passed ball to tie it up. And then Elias Diaz, again, so clutch. RBI double, gave the Rocks the lead. That was it. That was it right there. That was all they needed to win this game. But Hunter Goodman gave us some tacos. Hunter Goodman also just got up here. So we were talking to him about, what he changed maybe this spring or maybe what he did differently after, his debut last year. And I feel like we kind of hear this a lot with the guys. Like, they're so stressed out about, like, these young players, so focused, maybe a little stressed, maybe pressing a little, just for, trying to make the team, trying to stay on the team, trying to do well for their teammates as the whole team struggles as a whole. That can really get in your head. We talked about it a lot with the guys who've been up here all season, but we were talking to Hunter Goodman about it a little bit when he came up earlier this week. Can we hear from Hunter Goodman, Cal? Yep. All right, so here is what we talked about briefly with Hunter Goodman about just finding a way to have fun again.
I pretty much, mechanics-wise, I didn't really change up very much, and I just tried to get back to playing the game and having fun and not worrying about really anything else.
Is there something that you do mentally to kind of flip that switch to be like, okay, we're having fun again?
I have in the past. I mean, some of it's just breathing, trying to keep everything under control, and then just trying to go out there and focus more on like the team game and not focus as much on like the results that you have. Just focus on the process, try and have a good at bat, and then move on to the next at bat.
Yeah, so we saw his first home run of the season. You know who else had his first homer of the season who was so due? Elehuris Montero. Montero had a home run that, tied it early in the third inning, tied it up again. So that was fun, until the Padres ran away with it. But hey, the guy's got to win. It got a little ugly for a few innings, but the guy's got to win. Montero seemed so relieved after getting that first home run out of the way because we know he has so much power. We just haven't seen enough of it yet this season. I think this was a really good game in terms of getting the guys in a good mindset, or at least a better mindset. Obviously, they're so supportive of one another. They care so much. Some of them are pressing a little bit. But I'm hoping, we can all hope that maybe we're going to see that this is a pattern, not just a one-off. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So yeah, Kale, that's what you missed. That is what you missed.
Sounds like I missed maybe the game of the year.
You know what? It was a really good one. It was so good. It's also always so good beating the Padres. Only the second division rival we've faced yet this season. The schedule's so weird.
Yeah, that is super weird.
Yeah, it is.
But right, you're right. It always feels good to beat the Padres.
Always feels good to beat the Padres. Feels better it would have felt better to win the series against the Padres. I'll take not losing the series. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I'm not picky.
Right now we just got to take what we can get.
I'll take what we can get. I don't know what the best win of the series is so far. Obviously, we don't have a ton of choices. I think that opening day win is just one for the books. I think it's just one for the books. All right. Looking at the notebooks, some Rockies news. Maybe this is a little negative coming off me trying to be super positive. The Yard Goats have won more games than the Rockies, and their season started a full-on week later. Yard Goats are 9-7 right now. Go Goats.
Go Goats.
Go Goats. Did I mention Carson Palmquist had another quality start? He's had a couple of them already. Yeah, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff. Hey, I'm pretty excited about saving money whenever I can. Premier Members Credit Union is that place to go, by the way. They're here for us, the people who live in Colorado. But yeah, there are a lot of financial institutions out there, but there is one that I definitely want you to remember, and that is Premier Members Credit Union. They're not just a bank, which means they do things differently, like putting their members first with higher savings interest and lower loan rates. In this economy, so clutch. So this is an organization that serves the community and the Colorado community in particular. And with PMCU, you get local branches, friendly tellers, and the tools you need to save smarter, like their new high-yield savings account, or you can earn 5% APY on your first $2,000 with their reverse tier money market. Whatever your goals are, they can help. PMCU is all about creating a better banking experience for their communities, helping y'all save a little smarter. So when you become a member at PMCU, you'll get $200. You just have to open a checking account, sign up for e-statements. It's that easy. And this will be your best money move yet. Head to becomepremier.com to find out more. You can get more every time you fill up with Circle K. Join the inner circle. You're going to save 25 cents off a gallon for your first 5 fill-ups when you join. And it's so easy to join. Use the QR code that you see on our screen or the link in the description of this podcast if you are listening. But enter your email and your phone number to be fully enrolled. After that, when you go to fill up, you'll just need to put your phone number in and you will get deals. You can get your first 5 Polar Pops for free and every 6th item free on several items like pizza, things from the roller grill, dispensed beverage, donuts, all while I'm filling up in a rush to get to work. Sounds good to me. You can get a free any size Polar Pop, by the way, from Colorado's Circle K's by texting the letters DNVR to 31310. That's DNVR to the number 31310. Message and data rates may apply. Periodic reoccurring messages per month. Terms and conditions can be viewed at circlek.com. But if you want to sign up for the Inner Circle, use the QR code or visit circlek.com/inner-circle for more information. We got some more baseball news. Cody Bellinger broke a rib. I'm happy Bretton Doyle didn't break a rib. He just bruised it. But yeah, Cody Bellinger, I think he's going to be on the IL for a bit with that broken rib. Jackson Holliday returning to AAA. He's had 18 strikeouts in his first 36 plate appearances at the major league level. And his manager, Brandon Hyde, of the Orioles, said about his performance, this early performance, quote, "You're talking about somebody who's never failed before. It's a tough place to. I don't think anybody except for the people that are down here in uni understand how hard it is." So yeah, again, Jackson Holliday, obviously he comes from a Major League Baseball family, has been training his whole life for this, and has been flying up through the farm system, finally gets the call. Didn't perform how he expected to, but yeah, he was 2 for 34 through those first 10 games. And those 2 hits, only 2 hits that he got were singles. So it seems like he's just got a few more things to work out. It's got to be building character. I mean, to be failing for the first time ever, and it's not until you got to the majors, that's got to really fuck with your head. I hope he figures it out. He is the official nephew of all of the former Colorado Rockies who obviously know this family so well, saw him grow up. We're always going to be rooting for Jackson Holliday. All right. I'm rooting for a really fun time in Mexico City. There are some really cool things planned. Great article on MLB.com, by the way, put together by MLB.com's Thomas Harding, who covers the Rockies, and the Astros' Thomas Harding, Brian McTaggart. So they put together a great story about all of the things going on down in Mexico, because it's not just the game. There is so much going on. This is the 7th regular season series in Mexico, by the way. And we saw a Mexico City series last year, too. Both of these teams, the Rockies and the Astros, have not played in Mexico since 2019. The Rockies had a spring training exhibition game against the Diamondbacks, and that was in Monterrey. Houston had a regular series game versus the Angels in Monterrey in 2019. So they're both so due to be back in Mexico. And especially, I know the Rockies, they have some Mexico legends who are actually going to throw out a first pitch. On Sunday, Vinny Castilla and Jorge De La Rosa are throwing out first pitches, which I think is so exciting. There are no former Astros throwing out a first pitch. I'll tell you that much. Exciting to see these legends get there. Yeah, we were talking about the tacos, by the way. We can pull those up. Yeah, the Elias Diaz taco is just called Taco Elias Diaz. Chris Bryant has a taco. It's just called KB's Taco. What's in that taco? Why wasn't he in the taco truck making it? But yeah, apparently it's going to be around all weekend. The name of the taqueria, El Parnita, is the famous Mexico City taqueria that is going to be physically making these. There's going to be a big play ball clinic at the stadium on Saturday. That's super fun, getting the kids involved. The game also, so Saturday's game 1, that's going to be, you can find it on however you watch those teams locally. So it'll be on the Colorado Rockies channel. I don't know what to call it. I don't even know if they know what to call it. But we'll be able to see it how we normally watch Rockies games on Saturday. Sunday, it's the national game. It's going to be on ESPN. We love a little Sunday night baseball. Fun facts about the stadium, though. It is home to the Mexican League's Red Devils. Alfredo Harp Helu is the owner of that team, and that is who the stadium is named after. That's not fishy at all, if you ask me. He's also a minority owner of the Padres, which explains why the Padres and the Giants played that first Mexico City series against each other last year. But also, it's located in the same area that hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics. I'm wondering, I'm so curious to see the excursions they go on. It looks like there's some MLB Network content coming. Looks like Nolan Jones has a little one-on-one on some kind of tour bus. It seems like Nolan Jones was busy, actually, because he was making tacos with Elias Diaz. It was actually really cute. It's on... We definitely retweeted it. But you can see the video. Nolan Jones is like, is it spicy? And then Steph retweeted it. Wait, Kale, you'll love this. Steph retweeted it, and she was like, Nolan Jones asking, is it spicy, is literally all of my Colorado friends when I make them my Mexican food. It's real. It's real. I know. I wanted Steph to be on the show this weekend, but her family's in town from New Mexico. Shout out to Steph. She's a real one. There's a big museum apparently near there. Jake Cave wants to go to it. That is what he told Thomas Harding. So yeah, I'm super stoked. The game on Saturday, 4:05 Mountain Time. Sunday's game is 2:05 Mountain Time. I'm extremely hype. All right, anything else I missed in this show? Kale, do you have any other questions? Not that you know of. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we don't need to go longer than 45 minutes. We got to get this show on the road. Next stop, Mexico City. Guys, we are going to be live. Probably while the game is still going on, actually. Kel, do you know what time we're scheduled for Sunday? I'll look it up. 4 o'clock. Perfect. 4 o'clock. That's when we'll be going live. Whether the game's over or not, we will be going live at 4 o'clock to talk about all the really exciting things we saw in Mexico City. I wish I was there, but dang, all these other teams in Denver got to be in the playoffs right now. I'm bummed. It's okay. I'm going to get through it.
We'll get through it, and it's not a bad time to be in Denver.
It's really not a bad time to be in Denver, I will tell you that. Last night, I was here for the game last night, the Nuggets game. So much fun. So much fun. All right, yeah. Kale, you're so much fun to follow. Where can we follow you on social media?
Just on Twitter, at Kale Sorbo, Kale with 2 L's.
2 L's. You guys can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. I post my scorecards every single game. And make sure you're keeping up with all of the latest Rockies news at DNVR_Rockies. And Kale, you know what I love to say about closing out a show just like this one.
What do you say, Suze?
I say that's baseball. That's the show. We'll talk to you Sunday at 4 o'clock Mountain Time right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel. See ya.
We all silly like the mayor.